Good evening, everyone. Welcome to The Serve. I'm Bob Kirkpatrick. I'm here at Moses Lake High School for the volleyball match between the Chiefs and the Eastmont Wildcats. And you're watching iFiber One Sports, and it starts now.
Broadcasting live from iFiber One Communications HD studio, this is iFiber One Sports.
Can you believe it? Come down to the last few seconds. He shoots. He scores. They take the lead and the win.
We would like to remind you that tobacco products and alcoholic beverages are not permitted on school property. Signs other than the official school banner and use of any kind of noisemakers are prohibited at all league contests. We hope you enjoy tonight's match and support our efforts to respect human dignity by promoting good citizenship and sportsmanship in high school interscholastic athletics. Now the lineups for tonight's match. First for Eastmont, their non-starters. Number 1, Jelly Infante. Number 3, McKenna Malachek. Number 4, Rachel Simpson. Number 7, Stephanie Seaberg. And number 12, Maria Jagolis. And starters for Wildcats. Number 2, Alexis James. Number 5, Madison Ransford. Number 8, Angela Pistachio. Number 9, Serena Riley. Number 10, Jessica Hernandez. And number 11, Kylie Johnson. The head coach for Eastmont is Paul Nelson. And now the starters and non-starters for the Moses Lake Chiefs. Number 2, Carly Garando. Number 9, Hannah Duvall. Number 10, Addie Tudor. Number 11, Ashley Sampson. And number 13, Riley Cranston. The starters for your Chiefs. Number 1, Kylie McKay. Co-captain, number 3, Caleb Grigg. Number 4, Paula Clements. Number 6, Greta Hammer. Number 7, Vicky Loveland. Co-captain, number 8, Karina LeFay. And number 12, Marissa Strickland. Head coach for your Moses Lake Chiefs, Mike Cahoe. Now, as you all please rise for your match and join us in honor of our country with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
This should be an exciting match tonight with both teams coming off losses in conference play and looking to get back on the winning track. Moses Lake is 3-3 in the Columbia Basin Big Nine standings and alone in third place. Eastmont is 2 games back at 1-5 in league play. The Chiefs could easily be at 5-1 had they not stumbled in the match against winless Sunnyside last Thursday and were able to pull out the 5-set match against Eisenhower on October the 1st. Moses Lake and Eastmont took part in the 16-team Wenatchee Invite on Saturday, with the Chiefs finishing third in the consolation bracket. Mike Hogue is in his first season at the helm of the Moses Lake program, but he's no stranger to the game as he spent 11 years as the head coach of the Big Bend Lady Vikings. The Wildcats are coached by Molly Nelson. Both teams have been introduced. Starters are on the court, and we're just about ready to get tonight's action underway. The Chiefs are in pink tonight to help bring awareness to breast cancer research. We're able to bring you this broadcast live via iFiber Communications high-speed internet. iFiber was recently recognized as the fastest internet in the United States by some of the top online companies. So if you're looking to get hooked up to the fastest internet in the country, give iFiber a call and get connected. And it looks like Moses Lake will put the ball in play first tonight. And that's Kylie McKay with the serve. Good volley to start the match. Good hustle by the Chiefs there to keep the ball in live, but the ball goes out of bounds off of Bailey Lublin. And that's a point for Eastmont. Wildcats up 1-0 early in the first set of this match. That's Jessica Pruitt serving for Eastmont. Karina Lefebvre with the point for Moses Lake. 1-1. Paula Clements with the serve for Moses Lake. Point Chiefs. There was a net violation on Eastmont. Moses Lake up 2-1. And I guess you could call that an ace by the left-hander Clements as the ball hit the top of the net and fell to the floor on the Eastmont side. Not returnable. Chiefs up 3-1. That serve by Clements is wide and out of bounds. And possession goes over to Eastmont. And that's a point for the Wildcats. Chiefs up 3-2. Kylie Johnson with the serve for Eastmont. And that's a nice block at the net by Lefebvre. And a point for Moses Lake, and the Chiefs lead it 4-2. And that's Lefebvre on the serve line for Moses Lake. That's a kill shot by Rachel Simpson. Goes off of a couple of Chief defenders and out of bounds. Wildcats within a point, 4-3. Serena Riley with the serve for Eastmont. And that's an ace. 4-4. That serve is just inside the line. And another ace for Riley. Wildcats up 5-4. And a kill by Madison Ransford for Eastmont. Wildcats take a 2-point lead, 6-4. Riley has a nice little run at the serve line for Eastmont. That's 4 hits on Eastmont, which is not allowed. Got to get the ball over the net in 3 hits. So possession goes over to the Chiefs. That's a point for Moses Lake. Eastmont up 6-5. Bailey Lublin serving for Moses Lake. Nice block at the line there by the Chiefs. And they give that block to Kylie McKay. And that ties the first set of this match, 6-all. Lublin with the serve for Moses Lake. Soft serve, kind of hard to handle. Nice dig by Lefebvre. But McKay can't get the ball over the net. And the point goes over to Eastmont. Wildcats up 7-6. Jessica Hernandez coming in for Rachel Simpson for the Wildcats. Hernandez will be serving. That shot by Kayla Grigg goes into the net, and that's a point for Eastmont. Wildcats up 8-6. Hernandez with the serve. Good block at the net by the Chiefs. That's a dual effort by McKay and Greta Hammer. And that's a point for the Chiefs. Moses Lake trails 8-7. We're in the first set of this match tonight. And that's Hammer with the serve for the Chiefs. Nice effort there by Lublin to keep that ball in play. McKay chasing it down as it's going out of bounds. Great effort by her also. Side out for Eastmont. Wildcats up 9-7. Ransford serving for Eastmont. Too much muscle on that one as the ball goes long and out of bounds. And that's a point for Moses Lake. Eastmont up 9-8. Grigg serving for the Chiefs. That looked like it hit the floor there. Officials didn't see that. But the point does go over to Lefebvre on the next exchange over the net. That ties this set up 9-all. And that's a kill by Kylie Johnson for Eastmont. Wildcats up 10-9. Alexis James serving for Eastmont. Good block at the net there by Marissa Strickland for Moses Lake. That's a point for the Chiefs. The set is tied 10-all. McKay with the serve for Moses Lake. That's a kill for Madison Ransford. Ball just inside the line. Eastmont up 11-10. Well, they're reversing that call now and saying the ball was out of bounds. Little discussion at the net with the official. So the point comes off the board for Eastmont, goes over to Moses Lake. The Chiefs are up 11-10. McKay will be serving for the Chiefs. Here we go. And that's long and out of bounds. Looked like about the same shot on the other end, but this time they're going to give it to Eastmont. 11-all. Jessica Pruitt serving for the Wildcats. Oh, what a great effort there by Grigg to try to keep that ball alive. Diving to the floor, but couldn't quite get it up high enough for Lefebvre to get it over the net. That's a point for Eastmont. Wildcats up 12-11. First set of the match. Too hard of a shot by Lefebvre. The Chiefs thought it went off of a Wildcat defender and out of bounds, but the official doesn't agree. Point goes to Eastmont. Wildcats up 13-11. Pruitt with the serve. And there's a point by Bailey Lublin on that kill shot. Eastmont 13, Moses Lake 12. Marissa Strickland with the serve for the Chiefs. Lefebvre with the kill. 13-all. Strickland with the serve for the Chiefs. And that shot is long by Serena Riley for Eastmont. Point goes over to Moses Lake. 14-13 Chiefs. Strickland still serving for Moses Lake. Net violation on the Wildcats. Chiefs take a 2-point lead, 15-13. Good reaction by the Chiefs to keep that ball in play. Great dig by Strickland there on the hard serve by Ransford. Rachel Simpson with the kill for Eastmont. 15-14 Moses Lake. Kylie Johnson serving for Eastmont. Lefebvre with the push shot. Falls to the floor on the Eastmont side. 16-14 Moses Lake. Lefebvre serving for the Chiefs. That's going to be a hard one to handle for Moses Lake as that set is short. And right at the net. And that's a spike by Rachel Simpson. Now they're giving the point over to Moses Lake as she went into the net on that shot. 17-14 Chiefs. Another point for Moses Lake on a palm ball. 18-14 Moses Lake. Lefebvre with the serve. Point Moses Lake. 19-14 Chiefs. The substitution on the court for the Wildcats. McKenna Malachik comes in for Madison Ransford. Good play by McKay. Nice block at the line by Strickland. McKay keeps that ball in play, but a little confusion there between Lefebvre and Paula Clements, and the ball falls between them. That's a point for the Wildcats. Moses Lake up 19-15 in the first set of this match. Serena Riley serving for Eastmont. Point Eastmont. (19-16) Moses Lake. Riley with the serve for the Wildcats. That shot by Grigg is long and out of bounds. That's another point for Eastmont. Wildcats get within two, 19-17. Not much offense for Moses Lake in the last couple minutes here. Good play at the net by Strickland, and a point for Moses Lake. Now, there seems to be some question on the court. Yes, they do give it to Moses Lake, as well it should have been. Officials aren't communicating very well at the start of this match. 20-17 Moses Lake. Bailey Lublin with the serve for the Chiefs. Nice block by Strickland at the net. That's a point for Eastmont. Ball went under the net on the return by Moses Lake. Substitution, Jessica Hernandez coming in for the Wildcats. Rachel Simpson going to sit on the bench. And there's a nice little push shot for a point by Kylie McKay. And a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs up 21-18, needing 4 points to close out the first set of this match. Strickland with a serve. Good hustle by McKay to keep that ball alive. Grigg gets it back over the net. And that shot by Kylie Johnson goes into the net on the Eastmont side. That's a point for Moses Lake. The Chiefs take a 22-18 lead, needing 3 points to close out the first set of this match. There's a timeout on the court, and we'll be back after this.
At High Mountain Hunting Supply, we have a saying that guides us. If we won't use it in the field, we won't sell it in the store. We take that seriously. Every gun, every rod, every bow that we sell is a product you can feel confident will help you land the biggest fish or harvest the biggest game. Our experts will help you find the right product for your needs. Come see us at 12238 North Frontage Road in Moses Lake or 223 North Mission in Wenatchee. High Mountain Hunting Supply, your source for hunting and fishing.
We're back, and you're watching iFiber One Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match here at Moses Lake. Chiefs about to close out the first set. They're up 22-18. Good play back and forth by both teams. Both making nice runs back and forth, which is typical of volleyball. And the Chiefs, Marissa Strickland will be serving the ball here. To Angela Pasasio with the kill for Eastmont. Point for the Wildcats. Moses Lake up 22-19. Ramsford with the serve for the Wildcats. And that's long and out of bounds. And a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs up 23-19 in the first set of this match. Kayla Griggs serving for Moses Lake. That's a great dig by Bailey Lublin. And that's unfortunate as that shot goes off of Paula Clements and out of bounds, and that's a point for Eastmont. Wildcats get within 3, 23-20. Moses Lake needs 2 points to close out the first set. Alexis James serving for the Wildcats. And that's a miss hit at the net on Strickland, going in for the kill shot there. Ball bounces off the net and back into the Moses Lake side of the court. That's a point for Eastmont. The Wildcats get within 2, 23-21. Grigg keeps the ball in play. And that's a point from Lefebvre. Moses Lake up 24-21, needing 1 point to close out the first set of this match. Kylie McKay serving for the Chiefs. Point for Eastmont. Wildcats aren't going to lay down here and let the Chiefs take this one. Not without a fight. Chiefs up 24-22. There's Prue with the serve for the Wildcats. Karina Lefebvre with the push shot, falls to the floor on the Eastmont side, and that'll be enough to take the first set of this match. Moses Lake wins it 25-22. There's a timeout on the court as the teams trade sides of the net. We'll be back after this.
Ombudsman?
Ombudsman?
No matter how you say it, Washington State's long-term care ombudsman program means real people helping real people.
By advocating on behalf of our state's most vulnerable citizens, ombudsmen help ensure the health, safety, and welfare of our long-term care residents. By volunteering their time, they give a powerful voice to those who might never be heard. Washington State's long-term care ombudsman program. Real people helping real people.
Are you looking to improve your or your child's smile? At Casciati Orthodontics, we make it our mission to make braces more affordable and fun. Our business has proudly served the Columbia Basin for over 20 years, and our new conveniently located state-of-the-art facility offers a relaxing environment full of fun activities for the kids. We accept all types of insurance and have convenient payment plans available. Give us a call for a complimentary evaluation, no referral needed, or check us out on the web and make an appointment online.
We're back, and you're watching iFiber One Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball game at Moses Lake High School. We just finished the first set of the match. It was a good tussle back and forth. Both teams went on runs to put points on the board. Moses Lake came out on top, 25-22. We're able to bring you this live broadcast via iFiber's high-speed internet, iFiber Communications high-speed internet. iFiber was just recently recognized as the fastest internet in the country by some of the top online companies. So if you're looking to get hooked up to the fastest internet in the U.S., give iFiber a call. Teams are about ready to come out of their break. During that timeout, as the teams change sides of the court, Eastmont is back out. Chiefs are now coming out onto the court. And we're about ready to get this second set underway. Moses Lake won the first set 25-22. And it looks like the Chiefs will put the ball, or excuse me, that's Eastmont, will put the ball in play first. Jessica Pruitt serving. Okay, everybody is set and where they're supposed to be here. Everybody who's on the court is supposed to be there now. And officials got it straight. And here we go with the second set. Strickland's shot is too long on that return. First point of the second set goes to Eastmont. Nice dig by Grigg to keep that ball alive. And that's a point from Moses Lake. Strickland with the kill. 1-1. Kylie McKay serving for the Chiefs. That's a kill by Rachel Simpson for Eastmont. 2-1 Wildcats. We're in the second set of this match. Moses Lake took the first one, 25-22. Kylie Johnson serving for Eastmont. That's an unfortunate ball for Paula Clements, unable to handle it. Goes off her arms and out of bounds. That's the third point of the second set for Eastmont. Wildcats lead it 3-1. That kill shot goes right into the net off of Madison Ransford's arms. And the ball goes over to Moses Lake. That's a point for the Chiefs. They get within one, 3-2. Marissa Strickland with the serve. Now return shot by Rachel Simpson is long. 3-3. Tough break there for Moses Lake. Ball goes off of Strickland's arms, hits one of the cross beams in the ceiling, and falls down to the floor. And that's a point for Eastmont. Wildcats up 4-3. Serena Riley serving. Ball goes off of Kayla Grigg and out of bounds. Point for Eastmont. Wildcats take a 2-point lead in the second set, up 5-3. Bailey Lublin with the kill for Moses Lake. Chiefs trail by 1, 5-4. Carly Carando with the serve. Not enough on that one to get it over the net. Possession goes over to Eastmont. Wildcats up 6-4. Jessica Hernandez comes in for Rachel Simpson for Eastmont. Hernandez with the serve. That's a kill by Strickland for Moses Lake. 6-5 Eastmont. Lublin with the serve for the Chiefs. And that's not returnable. There's the dig by Greta Hammer, not Greta Hammer, Jessica Pruitt for the Wildcats is a little short. That's a point for Moses Lake. This second set is tied up 6-all. D'Angela Pistachio with the kill for Eastmont. 7-6 Wildcats. McKenna Milasek serving for Eastmont. That looked like Strickland, but it wasn't. It was Greta Hammer. Both gals have long ponytails on over their numbers. Hard to read through the hair. But that was Greta Hammer with the kill for Moses Lake. 7-all. Not a very good serve by Hammer as the ball goes into the net. And that's a point for Eastmont. 8-7 Wildcats. Alexis James with the serves for the Wildcats. Not a real good effort on that one as the ball goes into the net. Falls to the Eastmont side. That's a point for Moses Lake. 8-all in the second set. The Chiefs took the first set 25-22. Grigg with the serve for Moses Lake. That return shot by Pruitt is long and out of bounds. Moses Lake goes up 9-8. That shot's long and out of bounds by Eastmont. Point Chiefs. 10-8 Moses Lake. We're in the second set. Nice block at the line by Strickland. Little push shot there by the Wildcats. Jessica Hernandez. That's a point for Eastmont. They get within one, 10-9. Jessica Pruitt serving for the Wildcats. Grigg with the dig. And that's a kill by Carly Carando and a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs up 11-9. Kylie McKay serving for Moses Lake. That's a double hit on Eastmont. Madison Ransford with the unforced error. Chiefs take a 3-point lead, 12-9. That serves long by McKay. Possession goes over to the Wildcats. Moses Lake up 10-12. The second set. Chiefs took the first set 25-22. Kylie Johnson serving for Eastmont. Good play by McKay to keep that ball alive. And that's a point for Moses Lake as the ball fails to get back over the net for the Wildcats. Chiefs up 13-10. Marissa Strickland with the serve for Moses Lake. Madison Ransford. Ball goes into the net. Possession goes over to Moses Lake. 14-10 Chiefs. Strickland with the serve. That's a kill by Serena Riley as the ball goes off the fingertips of a Moses Lake defender and out of bounds. 14-11 Chiefs. Riley serving for Eastmont. That one's long. Possession goes back over to Moses Lake. The point for the Chiefs. They're up 15-11 in the second set. Carando with the serve. That's their second offering tonight in this set that goes into the net. Unforced error for Moses Lake. That's a point for Eastmont. Wildcats get within 3, 15-12. Jessica Hernandez serving for Eastmont. Ransford having a little trouble getting air. She's had 2 or 3 shots now directly into the net on the return. That's a point for Moses Lake. The Chiefs up 16-12. Lublin with the serve. I guess you could call that an ace as the ball goes off of the libero for Eastmont. Alexis James, that's a point for Moses Lake. The Chiefs up 17-12 in the second set. We have a timeout on the court, and we'll be back after this.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
We're back, and you're watching I-Fiber1 Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match here at Moses Lake High School. The Chiefs took the first set, 25-22. We're in the middle of the second set. Moses Lake up 17-12. Kylie coming out of a timeout. Bailey Lublin will be serving for the Chiefs. That's an ace for Lublin as it hits just inside the line. And a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs up 18-12. Another ace for Lublin. As the ball goes off of Jessica Pruitt's arms and out of bounds. Moses Lake up 19-17 in the second set. Angelica Infante comes in for Eastmont. All of 4'9". And that's another ace for Lublin for the Chiefs. Moses Lake up 20-12. That's a nice block by Greta Hammer there at the net, and another point for Moses Lake. Chiefs extend their lead to 21-12, needing 4 points to take a commanding 2-0 lead in this match tonight. But that serve is long and out of bounds, and that's a point for Eastmont. Moses Lake up 21-13. McKenna Malacha serving for the Wildcats. That's a point for Eastmont. Jessica Pruitt with the kill. Wildcats get within 7, 21-14. That's a tough serve to handle by Malevchik. And that's an ace. And another point for the Wildcats. Moses Lake up 21-15 in the second set. Griggs' shot is long. And another point for Eastmont. 21-16 Moses Lake. Chiefs have to bear down here and quit making those unforced errors, giving away points. That ball looked to be going out of bounds, but Clements decided to try to save it. Nonetheless, it's a point for Moses Lake. And that puts the Chiefs up 22-16. Greta Hammer with the serve for Moses Lake. Chiefs needing 3 points to close out the second set.
Substitution for Eastmont. Madison Rexford.
That's a nice hard serve by Hammer. And a point for Eastmont. Moses Lake net violation. Side out for Eastmont. Wildcats trail by 5, 22-17. Alexis James with the serve for the Wildcats. That ball goes into the net. And that's a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs up 23-17, needing 2. Take a 2-0 lead here tonight. Kayla Grigg with the serve. And that's a point for Moses Lake on a double hit by Eastmont. 24-17 Chiefs. And that'll do it for the second set. 25-17 Moses Lake. The Chiefs take a 2-0 lead in this match. We have a timeout on the court as the teams change ends of the net, sides of the net. We'll be right back after this.
If it's metal, we buy it at J&K Recycling. From junk cars to farm equipment and everything in between. We are looking to buy industrial and construction equipment, iron and steel, copper, brass, or aluminum. We buy scrap metal of any kind. We can come to you to clean up your junk so you don't have to. Give J&K Recycling a call today. Remember, if it's metal, we buy it.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
We're back, and you're watching I-Fiber One Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match here at Moses Lake High School. The Chiefs take a commanding 2-0 lead after taking the first set 25-22 and the second set 25-17. We're able to bring you this live coverage via I-Fiber Communications high-speed internet. I-Fiber was just recognized as the fastest internet in the United States by some of the top online companies. So if you're looking to get hooked up to the fastest internet in the country, give I-Fiber a call and get connected. Moses Lake pretty much dominating both sets here tonight. They are looking better, of course, than what their 3-3 record shows. And this is an important game here tonight for the Chiefs as they try to get back in the thick of things in the Big Nine standings. Got about 30 seconds left in the timeout before the teams come back on the court. It looks like they're going to break early. And we're just about ready to get this third set underway. Chiefs up 2-0. Again, the Chiefs are in pink tonight in recognition of Breast Cancer Awareness Month in October. And as soon as the officials decide they've got everybody on the court who's supposed to be, we'll get this third set underway. And the Chiefs will put the ball in play to start this third set. Kylie McKay will be serving for Moses Lake. That ball looked to be going out of bounds, but McKay got a hand on it and kept it in play. That ball will go out of bounds on the shot by Kylie Johnson. That's long. First point of the third set goes to the Chiefs. Those high, lofty, soft serves are awful hard to handle. And there's another point from Moses Lake. Point for Moses Lake. Chiefs up 2-0. That's a tough break there for Moses Lake as the ball goes off of Kayla Grigg and out of bounds. And that's a point for the Wildcats. Moses Lake up 2-1 in the third set. Chiefs took the first two and lead 2-0. Jessica Pruitt serving for the Wildcats. Loveland's return is short and into the net, and that's another point for Eastmont. 2-2. Jessica Pruitt with the serve for Eastmont. And the ball goes off of Angelica Infante and out of bounds, and that's a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs lead at 3-2. Paula Clements with the serve. Clements with the dig, but I don't think Griggs going to get to that. The ball does go out of bounds. Point for Eastmont. Ties up the set 3-all. Nice deep offering by Kylie Johnson. Goes off of Carly Coronado for the Chiefs. For 3, Eastmont. And that's an ace by Kylie Johnson as the ball hits the net and trickles to the floor on the Moses Lake side. Eastmont up by 2, 5-3. Loveland with the kill there. That's 4 hits on Eastmont. And a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs get within 1, 5-4. Ferrando with the serve for Moses Lake. There's a point for Eastmont. Wildcats up 6-4. Infante serving for the Wildcats. That's good hustle by Corona, but you can't quite get to that ball. Point for the Wildcats. Eastmont up 7-4 in the third set. Chiefs took the first set 25-22 and the second set 25-17. Looking to make quick work of the Wildcats tonight. There's a net violation on Greta Hammer there for Moses Lake. That's a point for the Wildcats. Eastmont up 8-4. And that's an ace by Infante. She looked a little surprised on that. A tough ball to handle for Moses Lake. Wildcats up 9-4. That's going to be another ace for Infante. For a gal of such small stature, she can really put a punch into that ball. 10-4, Eastmont. Moses Lake takes a timeout, and we'll be back after this.
There's something new and exciting happening right now at your nearest Toyota dealer. It's the arrival of the new 2014 Tundras, featuring bold new exterior styling, plus a refined new interior, including Toyota's Entune multimedia system, all powered by Toyota's legendary 381 horsepower iForce V8 engine. The best part is, right now you could take advantage of special introductory purchase or lease options. The new 2014 Tundra. Drive one today at any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
We're back, and you're watching iFiber One Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match here at Moses Lake High School. The Chiefs are up 2-0. Took the first set 25-22, and the second set 25-17. Having a little difficulty here with Eastmont in the third set, as the Wildcats are refusing to go away easy. Chiefs trail 10-4. And there's a net violation by Eastmont's Jessica Pruitt. Possession goes over to Moses Lake. That's a point for the Chiefs. They get within 5, 10-5. Bailey Lublin with the serve. Nice block at the net there by Greta Hammer. And that's another point for Moses Lake. They creep within 4, 10-6. Another block at the net by Hammer. And another point for Moses Lake. Chiefs trail by 3, 10-7. That's an ace by Lublin. Both teams having trouble with that soft serve tonight. 10-8 Eastmont. That's a double hit by Eastmont. Gets Moses Lake within 1, 10-9. Lublin still serving for the Chiefs. Hammer is dominating play at the net in this third set. That's her third block for a point for Moses Lake. It ties up this third set of the match. 10-all. Eastmont with a timeout. And we'll be back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Looking for that authentic Philly flavor? Come down to Nia Carson's Cheesesteaks, Wings and Things and try our mouth-watering cheesesteak sandwiches. Prepared fresh and served hot. Make sure to pair it up with our classic wings, ranging from sweet and tangy to hot and spicy. East meets west at Nia Carson's. We provide Moses Lake with that authentic Philadelphia taste. Bring the whole family. We promise to make them something they'll all enjoy. Nia Carson's Cheesesteaks, Wings and Things. Good service, great price, and something different.
We're back, and you're watching iFiber One Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match here at Moses Lake. Chiefs up 2-0. Moses Lake on a 6-0 run. Now make that 7-0 run. They were down 10-4 in this third set, and now they're up 11-10. Bailey Lublin with the serve for Moses Lake. And that's an ace just inside the line. 12-10 Chiefs. Moses Lake looking to pull out a shutout win here tonight, leading 2-0. up 12-10 in the third set. That return by Kylie Johnson is long, and that's another point for the Chiefs. 13-10, Moses Lake. Lublin still serving for the Chiefs. Another block at the line by Hammer. Nice dig by Lublin. Ball goes off the beam, still in play. A little confusion there on Moses Lake's part. Who's going to hit that ball? Good volley. Oh, and that's going to be a point for Moses Lake. Great volley by both teams. That hit by Carondo barely gets over the net, falls to the floor on the Eastmont side, and that's a point for the Chiefs. Moses Lake up 14-10. That return by Infante is long. Eastmont looks a little rattled here. Moses Lake up now, 15-10. Good dig by Carondo. Another block at the net by Hammer. And that shot is just wide by Moses Lake. And that stops an 11-5 run. Chiefs still up 15-11. Jessica Hernandez serving for the Wildcats. And that's a kill by the Wildcats. Piscaccio with the point for Eastmont. Wildcats get within 3, 15-12. That's a kill by Madison Ransford. 15-13 Moses Lake. That ball's not going to make it over the net. Another unforced service error by the Wildcats. That's a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs up 16-13. Greta Hammer serving for Moses Lake. That shot by Kayla Grigg is long. Possession goes back over to Eastmont. That's a point for the Wildcats. Moses Lake up by 2, 16-14 in the third set. Chiefs lead it 2-0. Well, it wasn't pretty, but that was a point by Eastmont. That gets the Wildcats within one, 16-15. Ransford serving for the Wildcats. It's not going to make it over the net. Not for lack of effort, though. Good hustle by Moses Lake. 16 all. There's a point for the Wildcats. They go up top now, 17-16. A deep serve by Ransford. Too tough for Clements to handle. Eastmont up by 2 now, 18-16 in the third set. Point Wildcats, 19-16 Eastmont. Hannah Duvall with the kill. And that stops a run by Eastmont. Point for Moses Lake. Chiefs trail 19-17. Kayla Grigg serving. That return shot is long by the Wildcats. Gets Moses Lake within one. 19-18. Good block at the net by Duvall, but ball falls to the floor on the Moses Lake side, and that's a point for Eastmont. Wildcats up 20-18. They need to win this set, or they'll be going home early. That's a double hit on Moses Lake. 21-18. Eastmont with a timeout, Moses Lake. We'll be back after this.
A massage at Not Released Therapies is far more than mere luxury. We strive to improve your health and well-being in the process. The stress of everyday life adds up and can cause depression, even bodily harm. That's why our professionals make it their mission to rejuvenate your body and mind. Enjoy the benefits of body wraps, sunless airbrush tanning, aroma steam therapy, and much more. In our opinion, everyone deserves a day of relaxation and peace of mind. Not Released Therapies in Moses Lake, where relaxation means good health.
We're back, and you're watching I-501 Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match here at Moses Lake High School. The Chiefs took the first set 25-22. The second set 25-17. But they trail in the third set 21-18 as Eastmont is trying desperately to hang on and pull out this set to stay in the match. Casasio serving for the Wildcats. That's a kill by Ransford. and a point for Eastmont. (22-18) Wildcats. But that serve is out of bounds. A good break there for Moses Lake. Chiefs get within 3, 22-19. Kylie McKay with the serve for Moses Lake. Ransford with the kill. (23-19) Eastmont. Wildcats need 2 to close out this third set and get back in it. Pruitt with the serve. Yeah, it goes right into the Eastmont net. Possession goes over to Moses Lake, and that's a point for the Chiefs. They get within 3, 23-20. Paula Clements with the serve. And that ball's wide and out of bounds. And that's a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs trail by 2, 23-21 in this third set. Eastmont with a timeout. We'll be back after this.
If you love your car and want to protect it, then you need Haviland Motor Oil. Chevron Haviland contains the Deposit Shield formulation. This protects your fuel economy and helps minimize carbon emissions, which of course helps to protect the environment. So look for the shield and protect what matters. Haviland.
Been a pretty exciting match here tonight. Pretty close on the scores. Moses Lake up 2 sets to none. The Chiefs took the first set 25-22, the second 25-17. Eastmont's fought back to in this third set. They lead it 23-21. But Moses Lake is serving. Paula Clements at the line. And that's a point Moses Lake on a push shot there by Hammer at the net. Gets the Chiefs within 1, 23-22. Got to win by 2. And that's unfortunate, unforced serve error on Clements. Gives Eastmont a point. Wildcats up 24-22, needing 1 to take this set. And that's a point Moses Lake on a kill by Carando. (24-23) Eastmont. Carando with the serve. And that'll do it for this set. Eastmont takes it to stay in it 25-23. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back after this.
It's time to save at your local Sears hometown store. And we've got the top national brands on the products you trust, including Craftsman and Kenmore. With appliance savings like this, you won't want to miss out on the amazing prices on refrigerators, dishwashers, ovens, washers, dryers, and more. Got tough projects around the house? We've got a wide selection of products you need at exceptional values this week. Hurry into your local stores for savings. Sears Hometown Stores. We're in your neighborhood.
What's important at Eagle Home Mortgage is taking care of our clients, being honest, and doing loans full of integrity.
We understand that every borrower's situation is unique. We offer a variety of products to help meet individual requirements.
What sets us apart is that we get things done, and we get things done at a fast pace. It doesn't take days and days. Se habla español.
We're back, and you're watching iFiber One Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match at Moses Lake High School. It looked like the Chiefs were going to run away with this game as they took the first 2 sets. But Eastmont fought back in the third set to win it 25-23 and trail 2-1. We're still in the midst of a timeout as the teams traded sides of the court. We'll be back in action here in just a couple of moments for the 4th set of this match. The Chiefs are back in action Saturday when Moses Lake hosts a non-league contest with the Meade Panthers from Spokane. The action gets underway at 1 p.m. Chiefs are back on the court. We're just waiting for Eastmont to come out so we can get the 4th set underway. Wildcats back on the court now. The Wildcats have put the ball in play in this 4th set. Jessica Pruitt will be serving for Eastmont. That's a kill for Carando for Moses Lake. Chiefs take the first point of this 4th set. Kylie McKay serving for Moses Lake. That's a kill by Marissa Strickland. And the second point for Moses Lake. Chiefs up 2-0 in the 4th set. Point Moses Lake. Chiefs up 3-0. McKay with the serve. And that'll be a kill for Carando. 4-0 Moses Lake. Another high, soft lob serve. Proves effective as that return by Ransford is long and out of bounds. That puts Moses Lake up 5-0. We have a timeout, Eastmont. We'll be back after this.
Ready for some classy, laid-back fun? Imbibe in Moses Lake is a place for you. Imbibe has a huge selection of your favorite wine and beer on tap from local brewers. We have kegs to go, and we can fill your growler. Remember that summertime is beer time. Come enjoy our live music on Fridays and make sure to reserve a spot for private parties. What are you waiting for? This is the place to enjoy your favorite drinks with your favorite people. Find us on 3rd Avenue in Moses Lake, Washington, or call us at 509-765-1119.
We're back, and you're watching iFiber One Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match at Moses Lake High School. The Chiefs lead it 2-1. Moses Lake took the first set 25-22, the second set 25-17. The Wildcats hung tough and came back to take the third set 25-23. Moses Lake leads now in the fourth set 6-0 on that ace by Kylie McKay. McKay with the serve. And that stops a string of 6 straight points by the Chiefs. And gets the Wildcats on the board in this fourth set. Moses Lake up 6-1. Jessica Hernandez serving for Eastmont. And that's an ace. Little confusion on Moses Lake's part there as the ball goes to the floor in between Kayla Grigg and Paula Clements. It was easily returnable if one of them would have made up their mind to go after it. 6-2 Chiefs. 7-2 Chiefs as Eastmont is charged with a net violation. Marissa Strickland with the offering for the Chiefs. That's a point for Eastmont. (7-3) Moses Lake. Ball goes over to the Wildcats, however. Rachel Simpson comes in for Serena Riley for Eastmont. Angelica Infante serving for the Wildcats. And that's a kill by Greta Hammer. And a point for Moses Lake. Chiefs extend their lead to 8-3. Carondo with the serve for Moses Lake. That's a double hit on the Wildcats and another point for the Chiefs. 9-3 Moses Lake. The fourth set. And that's an ace for Carondo as the ball was not returnable. 10-3 Moses Lake. Chiefs up 2-1 in this match. That return by Simpson is long and out of bounds, and that's another point for the Chiefs. Moses Lake, if I can get the words out here, Moses Lake leads 11-3. 12-3. That serve by Carondo is long and out of bounds, and that's a point for Eastmont. Side out for the Wildcats. Chiefs up 12-4. Jessica Hernandez comes in for Rachel Simpson for Eastmont, and Hernandez will be serving. That's a kill by Hammer. 13-4 Moses Lake. Making a statement here in the fourth set. It's Lublin with the serve for the Chiefs. That's a point for Eastmont on a kill for Ransford. Good effort by Carando, but couldn't quite get to the ball. That's a point for Eastmont. Chiefs up 13-5 in the fourth set of this match. That's an ace by Ransford. Right dead in the corner there. Nothing Carando could do about that, but just watch it go by. That's a point for the Wildcats. Chiefs up 13-6. Tough serve there to handle by Lublin as the ball hits the net. Falls to the floor. She got a hand on it, but it went out of bounds, and that's going to be an ace for Ransford. Wildcats creeping back into this one. Another ace for Ransford as the Chiefs looked a little confused again on that shot as the ball falls in between Carando and Clements. 13-8 Moses Lake. Hammer with the kill for the Chiefs. Ball goes out of bounds off a Wildcat. 14-8 Moses Lake. Hammer at the serve line. Coach Mike DeHoe must have found something that he likes with that soft serve as he spoke to Hammer from the sidelines on that last offering, and she did give a little lob soft serve there, and it proved effective as Moses Lake got the point. Chiefs up 15-8. That shot is long by Kylie Johnson and out of bounds, and that's another point for Moses Lake. The Chiefs lead it 16-8. We're in the fourth set of the match. Moses Lake up 2-1. And that ball goes out of bounds off of Hammer on a kill by Jessica Pruitt for Eastmont. Wildcats get a point. Moses Lake still up 16-9. 16-9. (16-10) on the Serena Riley kill. Moses Lake needs to keep its composure, and that'll help somewhat as the serve goes into the net by the Wildcats. The ball goes over to Moses Lake. Kayla Grigg with the serve, but it's long. 17-11 Moses Lake. Jessica Pruitt serving for Eastmont. That shot's long by Rachel Simpson. Possession goes over to Moses Lake, and that's a point for the Chiefs. They lead it 18-11. That's Kylie McKay with the serve. And that shot by Bailey Lublin is long and out of bounds. Unforced error by Moses Lake. Chiefs up 18-12. And that's a kill by Ransford. 18-13, Moses Lake. Tough break there for Moses Lake. That's an ace for Eastmont. Went off Kayla Grigg and out of bounds. Wildcats get within 4, 18-14. That's a point for Moses Lake. On a push shot by Riley Cranston. 19-14 Chiefs. Marissa Strickland serving. That's a kill by Carando. Set herself up nicely on the dig. And then the kill shot. 20-14 Chiefs. We're in the fourth set of the match. Moses Lake leading 2-1. Tough break for Moses Lake. That ball by Eastmont was sure to go out of bounds. But Marissa Strickland stuck a hand out there and ball went off her. And that's a point for Eastmont. They get within 5, 20-15. And that's an ace by Infante. 20-16, Moses Lake. (2017) Chiefs. That serve hits the net, but it goes over, so it's still in play. Chiefs look to be falling apart here in the fourth set. Had a nice lead. Dwindled down now to 2 points. 2018 Moses Lake. That's a point for Eastmont. 2019 Chiefs. I think Coach Mike DeHogue has seen enough. He's called a timeout. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this.
Hello, my name is Cheryl Kono. I am your local Ephrata Farmers Insurance Agent. Here at Cheryl Kono Insurance Agency, our customers always come first. We don't just work here, we live here. Please stop by the office, call, email, or Facebook me for a free auto, home, life, business, or farm and ranch quote today. We are insurance. We are farmers. Come in for a free quote today.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
We're back, and you're watching iFiber One Sports coverage of the Moses Lake Eastmont volleyball match at Moses Lake High School. The Chiefs raced out to a 2-0 lead, taking the first set 25-22, 25-17. Eastmont took the third set 25-23. Moses Lake looked to be in complete control of the fourth set as they were up by 7 points late here. Eastmont's come storming back now to get within a point, 2019. And that serve by Infante is long and out of bounds, and that gives a point to the Chiefs. 21-19 Moses Lake. Carly Carando with the serve. and that is just long. And that's a point for Eastmont. 21-20, Moses Lake. Jessica Hernandez serving for the Wildcats. That shot is wide by Paula Clements. This fourth set is knotted up, 21-all. And a lot of confusion on that shot as that ball was actually Paula Clements, but Kylie McKay come running in for some reason to try to get a hand on that. The ball went out of bounds and off her, and that's the 22nd point for Eastmont. They take the lead, 22-21 in this fourth set. That's an ace for Hernandez, 23-21, Eastmont. Wildcats need 2 now to close out this fourth set and tie the match up 2-all. Let's see what the Chiefs are made of here. Good volley. Point Moses Lake. Hammer with the block at the net. 23-22. Wildcats. Bailey Lublin with the serve for Moses Lake. Nice save by Infante. And that's a kill by Hammer. 23-all. That's an ace by Lublin. Moses Lake comes back to take the lead. This is a great fourth set. Anybody's game in this fourth set, but Moses Lake up 24-23, needing 1 to close it out and take the match 3-1. And there it is. Kill by Hammer. Moses Lake takes it 25-23. They win the game 3-1. And that's going to do it for our coverage tonight. Be sure and tune in to the volleyball match between Big Bend Community College and Wenatchee Valley Community College tomorrow night at 7. For iFiber One Sports, I'm Bob Kirkpatrick. Good night.